Raptor fans, this is the first video that I'm putting out there for you guys, obviously, since the Game 7 loss to the Boston Celtics. But for Raptor fans, we got to move on, right? Does it suck? Yeah, it does suck. Obviously, Friday was Game 7, and obviously today is only Tuesday. But we're here to move on. And we got some big news today out of the Toronto Raptors management team, really. Nick Nurse gets a multi-year extension. So if people don't remember, Nick Nurse, if I'm not mistaken, got a 3-year deal to start his career once Dwayne Casey got the boot out of Toronto. And you guys can do the math. He's been here 2 years now, so he has 1 year left on his deal going into next year. So with the multi-year extension, we don't know the exact thing. Financial terms of the extension were not disclosed at all, so we have no idea what's going on when it comes to years and how much. But I don't think it really matters because we have Nick Nurse back for at least a few more years. I mean, multi-year, so that's at least 2. So you add that on to the extra 1 he has next year. So that's at least 3 more years of Nick Nurse, barring anything else happening. But it's great news for the Raptors as they bring in their guy. I mean, obviously, a championship team last year, and obviously a second-round exit this season in 7 games when you really weren't expected to do anything this year. So much deserved by Nick Nurse, and it's exciting because it shows you how much this team continues to want to compete year in, year out. That's a great thing about the way this team is built and the way Masai Ujiri and Bobby Webster have really built this squad. And speaking of Masai Ujiri, his future is always in question. It's always been in question for a while now. Oh, the Knicks going to go after him. So it's always been like that. But I have a weird feeling, and I've been hearing on the radio that, it seems like in the next few days, every day that goes by, we kind of listen for that whole Masai Ujiri extension talk. Now, I'm assuming he's going to stay with the Toronto Raptors. Obviously, until we get some concrete stuff, we won't know for sure. But that'll be in more of a separate video, once we get into if he does or not, right? That's what we're going to talk about in those videos. But here we're supposed to talk about Nick Nurse. And these were quotes from Masai Ujiri today about the signing of Nick Nurse. And it goes, our confidence in Nick just continues to grow. And part of that comes from what we've experienced together. The past 2 seasons have been unlike any other in our team's history. First, winning our championship and then navigating a global pandemic and committing long-term to the fight against racism and for social justice. Nick has proven that he can coach on the court and lead in life, and we're looking forward to accomplishing great things in the future. Just off of that quote specifically from Masai Ujiri, does that sound like he's going anywhere? No. It doesn't. Now, obviously, things change, of course, in life and whatnot, but sounds good stuff for there. But it's clearly showing you the great management team mixed with the great coaching staff. And that's really where it starts to make a great team. You look at the way the Raptors were built with Dwayne Casey, and it didn't work. You brought in Kawhi Leonard, you brought in a new coach, and bang, it works, right? And this year, it worked. So you keep around Nick Nurse, and it's great to see for him. I mean, I'm excited. And this is actually a quote from Nick Nurse that he had as well. Toronto has been my home for the past 7 years, and I look forward to it being home for many more. I've watched this franchise grow and reach the pinnacle, and I look forward to the challenge of helping us win another championship. What I have learned, not only with Nick Nurse, but the team, the organization, whatnot, the confidence and the camaraderie is incredible. Not just because of the players. I mean, we all know what the players have done, and the way they show their camaraderie is incredible, and it's fantastic. But the way the coaching staff mixed with Bobby Webster and Masai Ujiri, I mean, they just work, right? And to keep these guys around, to keep Bobby Webster, because I think there were talks last year about Bobby Webster possibly going somewhere else, and that obviously was shot down and didn't happen. There's always been talked about Masai, and the way he's talking, he doesn't sound like he's going anywhere. And then you lock up your coach. Those are huge moves for the Toronto Raptors. Obviously, we didn't expect Nick Nurse to go anywhere, especially after what he's done. And like you said, he's been here 7 years. This is his home. Why would he want to go anywhere else, right? So it's great to have him back. I'm excited to have Nick Nurse here. And listen to his regular season numbers, guys. And this is why people keep forgetting about Nick Nurse, right? People think, oh, yeah, he lost his second round this year. He made some questionable moves. Everybody's going to have questionable moves that the fans don't like. That's just coaching in a nutshell, right? You're going to have things, you're going to do things like Charlie Montour for the Blue Jays. They're winning ball games, yet people still complain. And I've complained a few times about him. So it happens. People complain about Kyle Deuce. People complain about Sheldon Keefe. That just happens. But for Nick Nurse, the numbers don't lie. First off, you won a championship. Then off, you in a pandemic season where, your team is totally, I wouldn't say totally new, but you lose two key guys in Green and Leonard, and you put up a franchise record 53-19 season and a 736 winning percentage, which is the best in franchise history. His record in the regular season is 111-43 as a head coach of the Raptors in the first two seasons, and his playoff mark is 23-12. Nick Nurse has proven to everybody, he does not have to prove anything else. He knows how to coach. He knows how to coach these guys, and he's made it work. So congratulations to Nick Nurse, a well-deserved multi-year extension with the Toronto Raptors. And as for Raptor fans, if you're not jacked up for having Nick Nurse back, I don't know what the heck you're smoking. Because, like, Nick Nurse has come in here after Dwayne Casey and all the other coaches that couldn't do it, and come in here, you got Kawhi Leonard. It doesn't matter. You won a championship. The defense to lock up Curry. Let's not even get into that championship stuff. It happened. All right? Nick Nurse was a huge factor in that. He was a huge factor in this team going 53-19 and making it to the second round and forcing Boston to Game 7. So give the credit where credit is due. Nick Nurse deserves the deal, and I'm happy to have him, all right? Guys, you're going to get two videos today. Obviously, this one coming out to you guys about the Nick Nurse signing, and then not very long afterwards, you'll be getting the 2020 season, or 2019-2020 season review, and then the off-season preview for the Toronto Raptors. I said I was going to do it yesterday. Didn't get around to it. So we're here today to talk about it. I'm excited. I know you guys are, because it is going to be a very interesting offseason for the Toronto Raptors. A lot of decisions have to be made, but we'll get into that in the video a little bit later on. All right, so I'm going to wrap that video up here, guys. So hit the like button if you guys enjoy this one, and hit that like button if you guys are excited to have Nick Nurse back for at least 3 more seasons. All right, hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the signing of Nick Nurse, the extension of Nick Nurse, really, and your thoughts on Coach and what you're excited to see moving forward from him, and all that great stuff. I want to hear you guys' comments in the comments below. All right, Twitter is down below for myself, guys. Follow up, send me a DM, all that great stuff. Also, the Instagram link is down in the description. So if you have not followed up the Instagram page already, please go do so. And I will talk to you guys Jays edition. Oh baby, Game 1 of the 3-game set against the New York Yankees in the Bronx. Gio Urshela and Stanton are back in the lineup tonight. The Jays pitching staff doesn't look the greatest for this set. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it all plays out. But they're trying to line up Hyunjin and Ryu with Game 1 of the playoffs, no matter who they face, and I am totally behind that. All right, so we'll see what happens tonight. 7:05 first pitch at Yankee Stadium. All right, as Taijuan Walker takes him out against Davy Garcia. All right, and as for the Toronto Raptors, as I mentioned, I'll talk to you guys very shortly, as we'll talk season review, off-season preview for the Toronto Raptors. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.